Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Two Broke Brokers. Episode 17. I'm Josh.
And my name is Daniel Craig, and we are...
Two Broke Brokers. I very nearly said Dubai Hustle.
Oh, shit.
How's it going, Dan?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yeah, it's been a little bit of time since we last spoke. And I think one achievement I've made, almost, is I'm getting out of a rent trap, which is a car rental.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Only took 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. However, if you do have a salary, then I suggest doing that as soon as you can.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I'm excited because my car now has leather, or will have leather. I'll get it this week, provided that the banks approve the request for a loan.
Lovely.
I went with a different bank because the interest rates are cheaper with NBD.
Okay.
So that's a hack. Apparently NBD are quote unquote the best, says a few people that I know.
Got ya.
Who are not bankers. And so that might not be sound advice, but there you go. Apart from that...
Do you mind me asking how much were you paying for the rental?
So I was paying... Not at all, Josh. 1,500 dirhams per month.
Yeah.
It started when I first got the car at, I believe, 1,000.
Bloody hell.
And over the course of 3 years I've been driving it, they've increased it by 500 dirhams.
Nice.
Now, that's like £350, 1,500 dirhams.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking money. Wouldn't you say?
A car that's not yours.
For a car that's not yours, and
yeah.
a cheap car at that.
Yeah.
For a monthly price of that, you could be driving like a new range of Audis or something back in the UK. So yeah, I'm pretty pissed off.
So comparatively, how much are your instalments on your car?
So mine are 1,200 now.
There you go, mate.
Cut off. I needed to pay a deposit, down payment, whatever. But 1,200 is fine for me.
So you're saving money month on month, and you've got an asset at the end of it as well.
Yeah. Well, that being said, I've got a year's warranty per se, right?
Right.
If I pay that car for 3 years, the 2 extra years, what happens to that car? Right. Okay. Say I've saved 200 a month, right? Or 300 a month for 1 year, right?
Yeah.
What's that? 300 times 12.
3,600.
3,600 dirhams I've saved. Okay, now the right suspension arm breaks.
Okay.
in year 2,
Yeah.
right? That's going to cost like 10 grand.
Yeah, true. It's a risk, but just don't drive like a cunt, I reckon.
And be careful on the speed bumps.
Yeah, exactly. Don't drive like a taxi driver.
Alright, okay.
No, don't worry. No.
You're going to say something else.
No. Don't worry, I know we're being recorded.
Alright, okay, fantastic.
No, that's good for you though, man. That's really exciting. I've seen some photos, cool looking car. Yeah, good for
So that's what's going on. Apart from that, real estate wise, I think that's a big step in real estate, is getting your own fucking car, to be honest.
It's a proper commitment though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's it now. You're tied in for X amount of years. There's no just fucking giving the rental back and fleeing the country.
I think it says something about a broker, if you don't mind me saying, right? If you're driving your own car, then you've established yourself enough as a broker to be able to commit to something financially. I would say that is one step beyond broke, bro.
Well, oh no, we're now 1.5 broke brokers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck. Leaving me in the dirt, lad.
Well, almost.
I'm really fucking proud for you. No, it's fast, man. I don't have anything that exciting to report. You haven't commented, but something's changed in the studio.
You got new curtains?
Yeah, only took a fucking year.
Damn.
But yeah, new curtains.
There's something else. Fucking coat hanger.
Hat stand.
It's a coat hanger with hat stand bits.
Yeah, I'd call that a hat stand.
But it's got ties on it. So what's going on with you these days, Josh?
Not much, mate. Not much. Just plodding along. Yeah, man. Market's quiet. That's about it, really. How's your month been?
The market is definitely not quiet, but okay. That's fine. We don't need to talk about it. and we just talked about me. So
I'll provide a better update next week.
Let's move on to some news, because a few things have happened.
Yes.
And I want to say something about money-related things.
Okay.
I saw a picture of the king just got, what do you call it? In the UK, the king...
Oh yeah, the coronation of
King
Charles.
And there's this amazing photo of him in this gold cart.
Yeah.
And it's
the
like bird's eye
coronation
view.
carriage, yeah.
Yeah, and it's taking him to the palace.
Yeah.
And
I know exactly where you're going.
They've sanded out all of the potholes. And I didn't notice it
isn't
at first how messy the road was, but I saw about 20 potholes sanded up in that photo, and I thought, then someone just wrote, oh, it's alright for the king to ride a fucking gold carriage, but that sand won't last forever. Like, they just filled it in for like the day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
no,
ridiculous,
it's fucked, yeah, isn't it? It's fucked. Back in, like, I'm still in some Facebook groups from my town back home, and there was like this one story where someone spray painted penises around the potholes, because that's the only thing that's prompting the council, because they obviously have to remove the paint to then fill in the potholes. But yeah. What's your stance on the royal family?
Mate, I'm one of these guys that doesn't really have a stance. I don't give a shit, and they can be there. It's history. I don't see it really much more than that. And to be honest, the history isn't exactly looked upon as something that's good to have as of now, despite the perhaps advantages it may have brought us in today's world. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut because, bro, I'm not going to complain about the British passport, am I? My girlfriend's from South Africa, and the visa process is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The monarchy was in said South Africa, and instead of the UK, then shit, I need to go through that. So.
That's a topic for another podcast.
I don't know, but I think we might need to remove that, to be honest.
No, it's fine.
I'm just, but in all fairness, all I'm saying is that
we've got it pretty easy.
I've got it easy,
yeah.
But I don't know, if I didn't have it easy, what would it mean?
Moving on. Do we have the same passport? Is England and Scotland the same passport?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
It's a Great British passport, then, presumably.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
You think people walk around with blue Scottish fucking passports?
Yeah, blue and yellow passports. Yeah, that'd be sick. To be fair, I want a blue and yellow passport.
I don't think we're that segregated yet, but it might happen when we become independent and join the European Union again.
Which is never going to happen.
It might.
It's never going to happen. But anyway, this is not a political podcast. What else has been in the news? Dubai's opened 3 beaches for night swimming, which I found interesting because I didn't realise it was illegal to swim at night in Dubai.
Well, you wouldn't, because any public beach in what you thought would be the world would just say, well, if you want to go swim, go fucking swim, no one cares.
Exactly.
If you drown, it's your fault, right? Like, why? That's like saying, oh, there's an open field there that no one owns, it's just there and it's got grass on it. You're not allowed to play in that, but you can now. Do you know what I mean?
It's bizarre, right?
There's a forest area that's unclaimed and people just don't knock down the trees. You're not allowed in those.
But I've definitely been swimming in JBR Beach at night and Kite Beach at night, and I've never been stopped. I've never had anyone come up and try and stop it. But apparently it is maybe not illegal, but it's not allowed.
That's stupid, man. I think that's just because they probably had people on... I don't know. You know, it doesn't matter. Any more news?
I think that's it, mate.
Something's happened in Dubai. No events? No?
There's not been much on, to be fair.
Yeah, but we haven't been going too much, that's it.
We've been pretty...
Anyway, we're out of touch with that, but I think Josh has prepared us a little bit of a quiz today.
Yeah.
Do you want to turn that aircon on?
Yeah, you're getting a bit hot. It might be quite noisy, but let's give it a go.
Just put it on a low fan.
That should be alright, shouldn't it?
What in the Antarctica is this?
It's alright.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, there you go. No more complaints from you about the noise then? About the temperature then?
We'll see.
Alright, yeah, so whilst looking for some news in Dubai, I came across one of those fluff pieces that is like the best drinking hole in Dubai and where's best to drink in Dubai.
Okay.
And there was a Time Out, which is a great resource for stuff like this, of the best pubs in Dubai.
All right.
So I thought we could go through it and recommend to our viewers some of the pubs. But then I thought we'll fly through that in about 10 minutes. So let's make it interesting. Some of our best episodes have been our quizzes. So what I've done is I've taken 5 of the top 10, I've put them into Google, and I've got some bad reviews of these pubs, and I want you to try and guess the pub from the bad review.
Okay.
So now on the top 10 list, there were a lot that I hadn't heard of. So I've gone with 5 that we have either drunk in together or I'm pretty sure you will know of, right?
Okay.
Like, it's definitely on the thing. So, you want to just jump straight in?
Let's go.
Pub quiz, here we go.
Yeah.
Alright, so the first review. We go often for the roast dinner, but the standards are starting to slip. They had no pigs in blankets, so we said, just put a sausage on the side and we'll pay extra. And they said no. Then we've noticed that you get hardly any veg for 4 people anymore, so we asked for more and they said, well, it's buy one, get one free, so this is what you get. No point in doing an offer if you aren't going to give enough food. Would rather it just be normal price. The meat was substandard, very fatty and chewy. Not sure what's happened, but it's disappointing. Now, I'm a big advocate that this is the best roast dinner in Dubai. That should be a clue for you.
Well, you've just kind of given it away there. It's the Crown and Lion.
It's the Crown and Lion, yeah. Which I think is a sick pub.
Have you had a roast lately there?
No.
Right, because the roasts they were usually absolutely amazing. Weren't
Amazing, and it's 100 dirhams for 2 with a drink.
I don't
Fucking
think
hell,
anyone ever complained about the portion sizes there.
Massive portion.
How long ago was that reviewed? Has it got a date?
It does. Yeah, it was 2 years ago, to be fair.
Oh, that's fucked then. Mate, portion sizes are huge. Don't listen to the rat review. Crown and Lion
Get down to the Crown
has
Lion.
one of the best roasts you'll ever see.
I would say that's one of the best pubs in Dubai. The only thing it's lacking is it doesn't have an outdoor area. That's the only letdown of the Crown and Lion. Drinks are cheap, food is good,
Drinks?
has good live music. Service isn't great, but it's still good enough. I think one of the best pubs, and certainly the best roast
If
dinner.
you're into small, dark and smoky, then yeah, it's not bad.
It's a proper British pub, I think. It's
very smoky.
yeah, but that's good. Right, 1 out of 1, mate. You're on 100%.
Okay.
Okay, next. That first one was by Polly Willis, by the way. Some of the names might be relevant a little bit further down, I can't remember. This is from Adeja G. Bamikol, 5 months ago. The manager is whack. He does not know how to talk to customers and he's always yelling. Please do something about it. I was there with my families and it was a bad experience.
Zero gravity?
Oh, no, it's pubs. It's pubs.
Oh, right.
It's pubs. I think you've had a bad experience here.
Lock, stock and barrel.
No. That's Goose Island.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I've never had a bad experience there.
No? Oh, maybe it was someone else. I like Goose Island.
The managers isn't. I don't know. Fucking hell.
I like Goose
There was no
Island.
hints in there at all.
Yeah, the manager is whack. Some of these aren't going to be easy.
I've never met the manager.
Some of these aren't going to be easy. Go on, what's your thoughts on Goose?
Goose is one of the few places in Dubai that does a lager.
Oh, its own lager, yeah.
Not only its own lager, but it sticks to the glass. You get waves in your pint.
Yeah.
It's a good fucking pint. That's why I like Goose.
Goose, yeah. It's a nice setting as well. The actual venue is really nice.
Furniture's good. They've got a few pool tables in there as
Yeah.
well. Music's alright.
Music tends to be pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
It tends to be pretty good.
At least they put it on the Friday night or something, you know.
Yeah, there were a few reviews that said the music was too loud, which
It
I'm
can be in the
inclined
weekends,
to agree
actually,
with. Yeah, for a pub.
I would say the food is pretty decent, although the fish and chips could do a bit of work. And
Interesting.
I was regretting, I didn't want to say that, I was hesitant, but it's a little bit greasy.
Okay.
The fish and chip, yeah, because I couldn't finish it. But I'll tell you something. One night, me and my girlfriend went there, after a whole day of drinking.
Right.
And we shared a fish and chips, right? And we fucking devoured it, man. It was so good. And then one day we thought we'll both get one, and then we couldn't finish half of it each.
Wow, okay.
So we just, I
okay,
think
that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
I think the food is, if you go for a normal meal there, I think the food is pretty banging, if a little bit expensive for what you get.
It is quite pricey, yeah.
Their roast dinner, and this is going to be a thing.
I've never had a roast dinner there.
I had a roast dinner a couple of weeks ago there. Good.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that's
I'd say it's a middle of the road roast
So
dinner.
what would you rate Goose out of 5 stars?
Oh, that's a good question. Can we do out of 10?
No, 5.
Out of 5? Maybe a 3?
3?
Yeah. My biggest issue with Goose Island is that it's too real estatey. On a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, you're guaranteed to bump into someone.
That's because we all need to live in JVC for a reason.
No, I know, I get it, but that's one of the bad things about it.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Let's do it out of 10 because that's a fairer scale.
No, it's not.
It is, because on a 10 I would say 7.
But you break that ratios down, you could say 3.5.
Oh, I don't think it is a 3.5.
Right, 7 out of 10 from Josh.
7 out of 10 and a 3.5 out of 5 by that.
7. 2 7s.
So we've got different things. Should we do Crown and 9?
I'm a straight 3 right there, out of 5.
Actually, do you know what? I'm going to give Goose a 6. No, I don't. This is a tough one, man.
You've already rated it. Rate Crown and Lion.
Crown and 9.
Bias.
6.
Out of 5.
10. 6 out of 10.
Really? I'm surprised that.
Yeah.
That's a very non-biased answer.
6 out of 10. And Goose Island 6 out of 10 as well. They've both got the same amount of pros and cons, but for different reasons. Is that true? I don't know. This is really hard.
Next.
Alright.
I got that wrong. Well, I got it. No, I didn't.
No, you got it dead wrong. What's this one? Okay. This one, I think we've been to this one before. This is from Benty Ranale. This is relevant.
Shout out Benty.
Benty. I reserved the table 3 days before the game. Don't look at the computer. I specifically explained that I want to sit in front of the big screen next to the entrance door. There's a clue for you. We went there 30 minutes before the game just to make sure we'll sit in a good angle. They gave us the most uncomfortable sits behind the wall, 3 exclamation marks, even though they had an empty sits in my favourite spots. And let me tell you something, they are highly racist because only white people were sitting in front of the good screen, mostly Britishes.
Oh. Mostly Britishes.
Yeah.
On their sits.
On their sits.
Oh.
Benty, come on.
Benty's
left 21 reviews, to be fair. He is a serial reviewer. I feel like that's a woman.
Veracity.
No, pubs, man, pubs.
Oh.
Pubs. This is technically a gastro pub as well. I don't know if that helps.
Offside?
No, but in the right area, it's JB's.
Is that... What's JB's? That's on
JBR.
Why is that on the list?
What do you mean? It's a pub. It was.
It's not one of the top 10.
According to Time Out, it is.
Yeah, that's alright, that place.
I really like JB's, to be fair. It's too expensive, but it's a fucking lovely pub.
It reminds me of one of those walk-ins that you have, like, if you're going up one of the main streets of Glasgow, to be honest.
Yeah, do you want to say?
No.
I would say it's like a sort of a bit of a toffs pub.
It's a nice pub. Like
Yeah.
it's a nice pub. But yeah, there's nothing exciting about it.
Nothing. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I had the bacon sandwich there one morning. Beautiful, beautiful. All of these serve pork, by the way. Does Goose Island serve?
You went to JB's and JBR in the morning for a bacon roll.
Bacon sandwich, yeah.
Where the fuck were you?
Oh, it was just at work.
Oh, and you went to JBR?
Yeah, mate. Honestly, the bacon sandwich was one of the best bacon sandwiches I've ever had, and fairly reasonably priced. The drinks are too expensive though. And it's a bit dark and gloomy.
It's not as dark as fucking Crown and Lion.
It's not as dark as Crown and Lion, to be fair. That is very true. Out of 10, I reckon I give it. Yeah, I reckon JB's 5 out of 10.
Quality is there, location is there. It's inconvenient for me, but I like their style, so 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Alright, this next one is the most difficult one that's on there. It is a pub that we've frequented a couple of times. This is by Asaya. She gives it 1 star 2 months ago. That's a clue 2 months ago. She just says, poor service, drunk people.
Poor service and drunk people.
And drunk people. She's complaining about a pub having drunk people in it, yeah.
What the fuck?
2 months ago is the clue.
How does that mean anything to me? There's a lot of places with poor service and drunk people.
That's most pubs.
It's most pubs.
Just focus on the time. It's 2 months ago. It's a fairly recent review. So what pubs have opened up fairly recently that we've frequented?
Fuck, I don't know.
Come on. One more clue? Because
Yeah.
you're struggling here. You're on 1 out of 3.
I'm never going to get this.
You could argue it's your local. McCafferty's JVC, yeah.
Oh, it's always full of drunk people.
Yeah,
That place is
actually
heaving with drunk people.
It's a lot of these reviews where the capacity management is just completely off. Yeah.
The service is actually not too bad down there, but I don't like going. It's way too rowdy, man. Seriously.
It is a bit of a...
McCafferty's
Yeah.
JVC, it's fucking heaving with people, man. Heaving with drunk people.
From about like 5 o'clock on a Saturday, it gets...
Oh, no, 3 o'clock, man.
Yeah, maybe.
The brunches
maybe.
are
I quite like... Oh, yeah, the brunch too there. I quite like it in the day, though. I think it's quite nice. It's interesting that it's on top of the mall, so the only way you can get in and out of this pub is by going through the mall, which I find quite strange. But McCafferty's, good drinks, good food, good price.
Oh, I hate that place.
Good location.
I cannot be arsed with it.
But it is just big. I give it a 6.
I think just because of that, every time I go there and I don't get a seat, and then I'm surrounded by people moving their chairs and hitting me by accident.
Yeah.
No, that's a 2 out of 5 for me.
Whoa!
And not to all of McCafferty's. Like, I like McCafferty's, but that in particular, McCafferty's, 2.
What's the best McCafferty's out there?
Well, coming to say that, I only know 2.
What's the second one? The one in Fajan?
Yeah. And I just give that a 3. Just because it's not... It's for families, I would give it a 4. For me, I'd give it a 3. It's not exciting, but I go there often for the roast in the early afternoon on Sundays and a pint. That's my hair of the dog, that's what I do. And it's a comfortable place to do it. It's nice and calm.
It's quite nice and
It's
pedestrian,
calm.
isn't it? Yeah.
The roasts are great. You know, they've got it's a buffet kind of thing, but the buffet's not far away and it's not always surrounded by people. You know, it's not busy. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, great. So you prefer Fajan over JVC?
Yeah.
Where?
I mean, on a Saturday night, I would probably rather go to that and the JVC, but I know what to expect, and I know I'm not going to enjoy it too much unless I get a nice table.
Yeah, fair enough. So it's Saturday night. It's 7 p.m. You and T, you don't know what you're going to be doing for the evening.
I'm not going to McCafferty's.
Where would you go though? What would be your you don't want to go too far. You want to stay to JVC. Where'd you go?
I mean, it's a tough question every single time it happens. I don't know.
Really? You don't have like a preferred pub?
There is no go-to really. I mean, sometimes we'll jump down Marina Way, hit Barasti, or
Mate, that's a trek.
it depends.
You just want an easy couple of drinks.
If we want an easy couple of drinks, we'll probably come to Goose.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Or we will go to Santa Ria's in JVC.
That's a bit. You got to get sort of dressed up for that, though, haven't you?
Nah,
it's a little bit twatty.
It's not twatty at all. It's in a nice hotel.
No, it's a bit twatty.
It's not. It's a Latina place.
That one time we went, it was full of cunts.
No, it wasn't.
It was. It's basically 5JVC in that you get these people showing up in their wanky clothes and in their wanky cars, showing off, splashing the cash.
No, it's not.
That's
it's
exactly
happy hour.
What it was.
We went
No, when we went there and there was.
We did a brunch.
We did the brunch, and it was full of those brunch cunts.
Oh, man, it was fine.
Santeria is an awful place. I hated every second we were in there.
Fuck you. It wasn't that bad.
It was crap. It was crap. All right, so we're on the.
The food is authentic.
So you're 1 out of 4 so far.
Oh, what was that?
Oh no, I gave you McAfee, so you got McAfee. Okay. So you're on 2 out of 4. The final one, I've been fair to you this time, I think.
Okay.
And also, as another clue before we do the review, this is mine and Laura's preferred place to go. So I don't know if that helps you or if it doesn't help you.
Oh, you should have told me it's, I don't know, Disneyland.
This is from Sidi Davara. The only thing going for this place is the location. Cheap high chairs which are uncomfortable, very slow service, and the food, oh my god, the chef must be fired. Everything I've ever eaten here is poor taste. What a waste of money. Watering hole. That is all. You could get this if you think about this.
Do you want to pause it? Well, I think.
No, we're going to sit in silence and so are the listeners.
Hey, do you guys even go out?
We do, and to this place most of the time. If you get this, you're on 3 out of 5, you've got more right than you've got wrong. But if you fuck this up, you've got more wrong than you got right. There's a lot right.
Kickers.
Kickers.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Phileas Fogg's, man. The location is sick at Phileas Fogg's. It's the nicest view from any pub in Dubai, I reckon.
I didn't listen to that. Well, can you see the comment again, actually?
The only thing going for this place is the location. Cheap high chairs which are uncomfortable, agree. Very slow service, kind of agree. And the food, oh my god, the chef must be fired. Everything I've ever eaten here is poor taste. What a waste of money. Watering hole, that is all.
Well, yeah, I don't know how I feel about Phileas Fogg's. It's really expensive.
Oh, that's a lie. It's alright now.
Shut up, man.
It's alright.
It's not.
It is.
The food is way too pricey.
No, the food's not bad.
And the food is not that great.
Oh, mate, it is the best breakfast I've ever had in Dubai. It's the best fully... It's the second best full English breakfast I've ever had in Dubai.
I've only ever gone there hungover, so...
Mate, if you get the full English with a side of extra beans, boom, it's delicious. Oh, the pig platter, the notorious PIG, is banging, man. It comes with a Greggs sausage roll.
It's nothing but... No, but it's so...
It's got a Greggs sausage roll
Mate,
on its pig platter.
No, I don't get it. It's fucking shit. It's like a heart attack.
I disagree. To our listeners, go to Phileas Fogg's.
I'll go there, have a pint if you want to relax and chill.
Have a pint, get some food.
The live music is quite good. It's family friendly. You get a nice view of Marina over the golf course.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is a good location. And the pints aren't great.
Nah, the pints are alright.
The pints are not great. The pints are flat, warm. They don't stick. The Guinness is terrible.
They do a great pint. I've forgotten the name, but it's Corona, shot of tequila, lime on top.
It's not a pint.
No, it is a pint.
It's not a pint. That's a fucking cocktail.
Yeah, but they put it in a pint glass.
It's a cocktail. So it's a fucking a bottle of Corona.
No, a pint of Corona.
And they put tequila.
Or maybe a little bit less than a pint, because then they top it up with a shot of tequila and stick a lime on top.
Mate, I could do that in
and
India.
salt around the edges. Fucking nice though.
Oh, I don't
Minus
like
the salt.
Minus the salt.
No, Phileas is the best place for breakfast, best place for a view. It's a little bit real estatey at the minute. It's getting a bit too real estatey, which I fucking hate. But But that is the place I would go. That would be my go-to pub in Dubai. We did a quiz night there once when my best mate came out, and we came third in the quiz, and then we got called back at the end of the year to be in the Champions of Champions quiz.
But you only won third place in the first one.
Yeah.
Wow, must have been some turnout.
I don't know. I didn't go. I was on holiday at the time.
Well, Phillies Frogs, I'd give that. I would listen. See on a nice, 3.5 out of 5.
In winter, it's a 9 out of 10 for me. In summer, because the outside area they then canopy off, it probably drops to a 7.
The food is not that great.
The food is unreal.
It's the location. The guy's right. It's location.
The guy is right.
It's the location.
The girl is right.
But the rest of everything, the food's rubbish. The pints are rubbish.
No, the food is insane. The pints are fine, but the location just.
The food's
sells
okay.
it.
It's not rubbish.
And the actual pub is sick. It's Phileas Fogg, so it's like around the world in 80 days, decoration all over the place. It's quality, man. What's not?
But they have their round the world clocks on 12-hour clocks. So really, you don't know what the fuck is going on.
What do you mean?
For example, it could be 5 in the evening here.
Yeah.
And 5 in the evening or 5 in the morning in USA.
Yeah, but that's how clocks work, you dickhead.
No, 12-hour clocks.
You can't get a 24-hour clock.
You can get a digital one.
What? So I'm just gonna have like fucking alarm clocks on the wall? Of course you're going to have 12 hour clock. It looks sick and you can work it out if
Look
you
at this.
maths.
Oh.
You've got a 12-hour clock on your watch, have you?
Maybe, somewhere.
There you go, keep on going. You'll find a digital one in a minute.
Well, there's one there, but...
This is great listening for the viewers.
But like, boom. 1858. That's like pop art.
Yeah, but you're not going to have 80 different digital clocks, are you?
You can't! And it's not like they've got 80, they've got 8.
Yeah, fair enough. But my point is, it's just aesthetically pleasing. Alright, so that was the quiz. You got 2 out of 5. You failed again at one of my quizzes.
I need to make one of these quizzes. I need to make one of these.
You failed miserably. It gives me a great sense of power, knowing that I can throw shit in there that's like poor service and drunk people, and then I get a sense of victory when you don't guess that right. It's really sort of... It's almost like a
But you know the
session
fact
for
that
me.
you've made this,
Yeah.
and you feel, oh, it's so obvious.
It is obvious.
It's not obvious.
You even said, drunk people. Yeah, Macaphates is full of drunk people. So by your own admission, it's dead obvious. But anyway, I enjoy these quizzes very much, and I'm glad they do well, because I love watching you fail miserably.
Thank you.
It gives me a real sense of accomplishment. But if you were to put your own list of best pubs to go to in Dubai, what ranks as number 1? Where's your go-to watering hole? I think mine probably is Phileas Fogg's. This is not an error in the recording. He's genuinely taken a long time to think about this. Pubs, or just where you go for a drink. Where's the number 1 place
There's
you
not
go to?
really, yeah. If you said where do I go for a drink, where's your main place you go for a drink, I have no fucking clue. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have a favourite place.
Really?
I don't. I haven't found any gems that I just would go to.
Oh, do you know what I forgot to throw on there, talking of gems?
What?
Rock bottom.
Definitely a rock and not a gem.
Where's the place that you find yourself in the most? This is another very long silence whilst he thinks about what he's going to say.
I'm trying to give you an honest answer.
By thinking about it for 400 days.
I don't have. I fucking don't even know. Do you want to go out for a drink? Yeah, sure. Where? Oh, I don't know. I really don't. Do you want to go to Goose?
Yeah. What, now?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And then we'll write a review on the thing afterwards.
Oh, Goose, yeah. I'm just going through some reviews of Rock Bottom, which comes up on Google as Rock Bottom Caf, by the way.
Cafe. They've just not got the accent on the E.
By the way, I'd like to say Rock Bottom was probably one of the first places I went for a night out. It holds an affinity in my heart. And, I think you'll agree with me, the best shawarma in Dubai.
Oh, yeah.
The best shawarma in Dubai. But this review sort of sums it up, I think. Smelly and full of cockroaches. Paid 250 dirhams and not even an apology.
Apology for what?
I don't know. But it's just true, isn't it? It's just true.
Yeah.
Smelly and full of cockroaches could actually be referring to
men and
real
women.
Cockroaches or men. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the thing is that I've got some memorable moments in that place. Some I'm not proud of.
It's not great, is it? But it is also. It's a rite of passage, I think, right?
Anyway, stay away from that place. If you're going to take your bird somewhere, do not bring her there. Go with your guy friends, and that's about it. Because it's filthy. But if you're on a night out and you want to take your bird somewhere to get the best shawarma in town, tell her, listen. And if she says, how did you find out about this? Just say, I found out from two broke brokers. They know this is a good, affordable shawarma that is literally the best thing they've ever tasted. Go to Rami Rose Hotel, Rock Bottom. They have got a shawarma stall down there.
You don't even have to mention the Rock Bottom bit because this is in the lobby.
Yeah, exactly. Just
that's
say
a good point.
Rami Rose Hotel. And hopefully it doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, exactly. Remember the egg story?
Stay away from the ladies out there. What egg story?
Nothing. Moving swiftly on. Yeah, stay away from everybody in that place. I swear to God.
Just go from A to B. Get your
I
B.
would go as a rite of passage, and then never go back.
And that's all we have for you today, troops.
So that's all we've got. Exactly. Yeah. Thanks to everybody leaving us reviews and stuff like that. Follow us on Instagram. That's pretty much it. Eagle-eared listeners will realise that I've now got an outro on the thing. So you know how on the intro, there's now a as we leave, but it's not that.
Okay.
Basically, I had to change laptops. I then lost our intro, so I was frantically going through everything to try and find it.
Through that laptop.
I did. Well, yeah, 100%, mate. Don't even worry about it.
Let's go.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, guys.
See you next week.
We'll catch you later in the next one.
Adios, amigos.